everyone and welcome back to the channel. This is part number 3 of how to become a psychic medium. Now if you haven't watched the before videos, then you know it should be linked up here, or you can go and check the channel. We don't have many videos on this platform because it's a complete new channel. However, if you want to see some of the old content that we have, check out the links in the community post. This is going to be a little bit of a difficult one, because there's a lot of things that we're going to be speaking about in this episode that you are probably going to not fully understand or comprehend why I'm saying the things that I do. However, understand me when I say this, each and every one of you, I have a 100% success rate in every one of my students. I can help you to contact the spirit world. I can give you the tools in these classrooms, free I may add, to be able to contact the spirit world. But what I need is your understanding, your commitment, your determination. In this video, we are going to be speaking about you. Yes, you. Not spirit, not angels, not demons, not whatever else you want to call. We are going to be speaking about you. What is it that you want? Do you want from this course to be able to contact your loved ones? If so, then we need to ask the deeper questions. What makes you you? And I know that's a bit of a tongue twister, and you probably can't understand or fathom why I'm saying it at this point. But understand this, stick around till the end of this video, because I'm going to be explaining it in great detail. Now, you have to understand the mechanic of working alongside of the spirit world. You are working alongside of the spirit world, okay? They don't work for you. You are kind of effectively, as a human being, living out your sensory experience. You are going to start working alongside of energy. You can ask the spirit world to work with you, but you don't make demands. Now, this is something that a lot of people don't teach, and this is a lot of things that a lot of people miss out at the beginning of your development, to ensure that you aren't going to go down the route of being an egotistical idiot, okay? What we need to do is to condition your mind to understand that not only are you there to serve the spirit world, you are there to live out your experience as well. A lot of people get this so wrong. A lot of people think that it's just all about working for spirit. It's not. It's about living your life. The spirit world don't want you to do everything for them. They don't need you to. You have to understand there are many more people like you, just like me. There's many more people like me. And the spirit world will jump from each and every one of us to deliver messages in those moments. It's like we're like the carrier pigeon, so to speak. We're just taking the message, and then they're going to, once the individual's got the message, spirit go to another person and they'll deliver a message. But what you have to understand is the very, very beginning of your development, you need to understand clearly what it is that you want out of it. Do you want fame and glory? Do you want to look good in front of your friends? Believe me, when you get this right, you do look good. Okay, and that's not an egotistical thing. You do. You can prove with evidence. You can communicate with the deceased. You know, who doesn't want to do that? Well, fun fact, each and every one of you can do that. And we have the tools for you to be able to do so. But there's one thing that you have to appreciate with this. Whilst it is working in partnership with the spirit world, it is about you working in partnership with yourself, your true self, your inner self, that drive and desire to fulfill your greatest things and potential in this world. That is you. Everything about it. The negative parts of you are the mind kicking in, the self-doubt, the deep contemplation, the dread, the regret. We can't do that. That is the mind. However, what is the energy that is propelling you forward and helping you to achieve great things is your drive, your ambition. This is your soul. Yeah. Now, it is the soul that we are going to be working with during mediumship readings, or mediumship is an umbrella, because mediumship covers a wide spectrum. Okay, we've covered it on a different video, but I think we'll do a video dedicated to all of the different types of mediumship in a later date. So don't worry about that. Mediumship is a term given to an individual who can communicate via evidence with the deceased. Okay, so we have many different forms of that, and I'm going to come away from that because Spirit are telling us to come away from it, so we're not going to be going on. But what we have to understand is when you start working alongside of the spirit world, there is a lot of things that you are going to start to learn about yourself as a person. You are going to start to learn, for example, when I come in front of the camera, I've never really been confident in the way that I look. Now, yes, world's smallest violin, I couldn't care less, okay? But I understand and appreciate, okay, for me coming in front of the camera, that was going to be an issue. I also understand when I come in front of a camera or when I make these sorts of videos, I tend to have to slow down my speech. Otherwise, if I talked at my normal speed, none of you would actually understand what I'm saying. And yes, there's a lot of you thinking there that I've actually sped that up, and I haven't sped it up. That is my normal default. So that's when you see me speaking in these videos, you'll see. But again, this is something that I acknowledged and something that I started to deal with immediately. Also, there are going to be facets to you where you might not fully understand yourself as a person. You might have went through grief, or you might be grieving still. And all of these things, what you have to understand is if you think of this can, okay. In fact, actually, we're going to go use this glass. So if you think of this glass, okay, this glass is empty. Now, every time you go through an emotional part in your world, every time you get beaten down, every time you overcome a hurdle, this gets filled up a little bit, okay? So where you are now currently at, it's probably almost full. And this is what you have to understand. We need to start emptying that cup out for you to be able to access your full abilities, for you to be able to engage with the spirit world on a more personal level. We need you to flow, and that was spirit coming through there. So if you ever see speaking in third person, that's the spirit world coming through, by the way. So you're going to go into speaking, flowing for the spirit world. One of the things is that each and every one of you will start to realize very, very quick when you actually make the decision. Now, first of all, I would say to each and every one of you, don't call yourself a medium, don't call yourself a psychic until you can prove it. Because the second you start giving yourself that name tag and you can't prove it, then you're only as good as your last mistake. If you go to somebody, oh, I'm a medium, or a practicing medium. What even is a practicing medium? You can't be a practicing medium. It's just like you can't be a practicing mechanic. You can either fix cars or you can't fix cars. It's very simple. But the problem is a lot of people get it so twisted and they start adding and introducing things into this. So if you are somebody who is wanting to become a medium, then at the beginning, don't call yourself a medium. Understand what it is that you want to achieve from this process. Understand yourself as a person. Are you committed? Are you determined? Are you somebody like me who has 1,000,000,000 different things going on in their mind? If you are, then we need to look at how you manage to set time aside to work alongside spirit. Don't just think that you can give 5 minutes of your time once a week and that's going to be you connected, because I'm sorry, it doesn't work like that. It really doesn't. Even if you are to go into a meditation, it's going to take you more than 5 minutes to get into a deep meditation. So the thing is one thing that I would suggest to each and every one of you is to make notes about what it is about you as a person that you like and what it is about you as a person that you dislike. You need to know this information, okay? This is what a lot of people forget to tell you. This is what a lot of people don't teach. You need to learn yourself as a person before you come along on this journey. Otherwise, you are going to get, at every point, you are going to stumble. The reason being is because you haven't conditioned yourself as a person. We need this vessel to work in harmony with the energy. How can it if you don't understand who you are or what you want? We need to get a clear image. That clear image is going to be that drive. It's going to give you the fuel to burn on that fire of passion. So this is something that each and every one of you should start doing now. Yes, I know this is part number 3 of this series, but this is why I'm getting it in now. I wanted you to have a little dip of your toes in the first 2 videos to see if this is what you are interested in doing. Now you've said, well, actually, Joan, yeah, I'm giving it a green light. I can't wait to do this. Now this is time for you to start working on yourself to prepare for the rest of the course. We need to know what it is about you that you like and what you don't like. Some of these things we can bring into mediumship. There might be some things that you like. And so, for example, you may be a very good listener. You may be a very good communicator. If that is the case, thumbs up. We can use that in mediumship. We can use that for delivering messages. You may be somebody who is very shy. Thumbs down. You can't be shy in mediumship. You are working with thousands and thousands of spirits. And believe me when I say this, if you're shy to human beings, then you're going to be shy with the spirit world. You need to be a chatterbox. You need to ask the spirit world questions or they won't give you the answers you are looking for. You have to ask. Again, I've got to emphasize, this is all on you. The spirit world are always there. You are the problem. I say it on all of these videos. You are the problem. But it's about how we overcome that problem so that you can start connecting. Now, write the things down that you do like. Write the things down that you don't like. I would recommend for each and every one of you to get an A4 piece of paper, put a line down the middle, and say on the left-hand side the things that you like, and on the right-hand side we're going to put the things that we don't like. And until the next video goes live on this channel, and by the time you're watching this, you might be watching this months after, before you go to the next video, look at these points, start working on the points, and take it serious. Okay? If you are somebody who is shy, then try and put yourself into positions where you are meeting new people. If you are somebody who is very out there with your ideas and your energy, and you need to rein that in, because you've got to remember that you need to be approachable. It's like, I'll give this analogy to each and every one of you. We have a place in the United Kingdom called the Metro Centre. Metro Centre is a location in which it's a big shopping market. Each and every one of you, picture this now. If you were in that location and you were lost, and you seen somebody who looked authoritative, they had the uniform on, and they were jumping around like a raving lunatic, would you go and ask them for advice or guidance? The answer's no. You would stay well clear. However, let's look at that analogy again. You walk around the corner, you're lost, you see out the corner of your eye somebody who looks like they work at the location, and they just look nice, the soft-spoken, okay? They look like they help. You would go to them and you would say, look, do you work here? Could you give us some advice? This is how you need to be. So again, there's a lot of people who will be at this point saying, well, I'm not changing the person I am from no one. Well, mediumship's not for you. It really isn't for you. If you aren't willing to make sacrifices and work on yourself as a person, then at no point will you connect with the spirit world. I guarantee you 100%. If you are not willing to listen to what you need to do at this stage, then you're never going to become a great medium or even a medium. The reason being is you are going to continuously fail because you aren't going to have the right confidence. You aren't going to have the right understandings. You aren't going to have the right notions. Your intent is never going to be there. That's just 4. I could go on. I don't know why I put all my fingers up there. That was just 4 points I raised. I could go on and on and on and on. So take it very, 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 very seriously. If you are somebody who doesn't like the way that you look, tough. Understand, this isn't here as some sort of dating platform. This isn't here to find your next love. This is here, if you are coming on to do what I do and teach, then this is here to help other people. It doesn't matter how you look. If you are somebody who is in front of, thousands of people, or you might be in a spiritual circle and you might have a group of people looking at you, they're there to listen to you. They're there you're there to give information in those moments. So it's definitely something that you need to think about. A lot of you as well are going to be in the category where you don't feel good enough. That's you. Again, that's not the spirit world. The spirit world have never said you're not good enough. You have told yourself. You have brainwashed yourself into believing that you're not good enough. So if you are somebody who has fallen into this little bit of a trap, then what you should do in the first instance is every morning when you wake up, every night before you go to sleep, tell yourself you are good enough. Not just for mediumship, but in life. Yeah, you are good enough. As you have oxygen flowing through your lungs and you have the beat of your heart, the possibilities are endless for you, my friend. Endless. It is you that is going to hold yourself back. You are the one who is going to succumb to the troubles of life. Now, that we've got that out of the way, I would like to think that you've understood how serious this part is. And I would also like to understand that you are going to take it on board. Because the problem is if you think this is a game and you think that this is just, I'm just going to skip this part, I'm not bothered about taking a serious look at myself. Because a lot of you may not like the person that you are now. And this is why we need to address it. You can't take that into mediumship. You have to be transparent. Transparent in your delivery. Transparent with the person that you are. If you don't like the person that you are, you don't like traits about you, change it. No one else will do it for you. No one else can do it for you. No one's going to give you a little spoon and spoon feed you. Start doing it yourself. Do it for yourself. So yeah, I mean, this is always a bit of a difficult video because I know there's going to be a lot of you who get triggered by the words that I say. And there's going to be a lot of you who, now, at this part of the video, if you've made it here, remember to smash a like and subscribe. If, you may be starting to contemplate some of the things that you don't like. Some of the scenarios you've been through that you didn't like. Some of the things that are still holding you back. One of the most prominent things that the spirit world taught me, right? You need to come into this with a clear mind. You need to come into this with clear line of sight. You need to. It's your drive. One of the things that the spirit world taught me was it takes more energy to hate than what it does to forgive. So if there's any of you out there now at this moment in time who have got all of this pent up emotion and you hate this person and you hate that person, don't hate them. Pity them. Pity them for the decisions that they've made. Pity them for the human beings that they have become. But forgive them. The reason being is then you can move on. You are the one who is holding yourself back. You are the one who is actively encouraging this negativity into your world. Forgive. Move on. Let's get to the root of the cause. Let's get to the bottom of what it is that you've come to see. So yeah, so before you watch the next video, definitely spend at least, the next video is not going to be up until another week anyway. Okay, I'm trying to do these videos every week. You've probably noticed I'm not doing massive editing in these videos no more. I feel a lot of people like the authenticity of me not making edits. As you'll probably see, I do these videos, I don't have any notes, I literally come in front of the camera and I just go with spirit. Okay, so this is what I'm going to be doing for the rest of the videos. Just doing them like this. We might at some point bring a little bit of imagery in, do some video editing, but very minimalistic if we even do that. So anyway, each and every one of you, I know that you can all do it. I believe in you, even if you don't believe in yourself. And here at Help Heal Serve, we have an absolutely amazing community where each and every person will help you and guide you along your divine spiritual path. We don't tolerate nonsense. We don't tolerate bullies. We don't listen. People like that get eradicated from off these platforms, and it's one of those things. Unfortunately, sometimes in life these people do manage to filter their way in, but again, they get dealt with. Very, very simple. So if you did enjoy this content, remember to smash the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so, and until next time, bye bye for now.